everyone, this is X I Heart Thor X, starting the first installment of the little anime review thing that I'm doing. And this will be my co-host for this. This is Alexia Fallujah.
Fallujah, yes. That's actually an inside joke, but hi, I'm Alexia. I'm visiting Candy right now. It's pretty amazing.
Okay. And the anime that we're going to be reviewing is called Pandora Hearts.
Yay! Yay! And for those of you who've actually seen it, you probably would have noticed already that we are both kind of parodying two characters.
Yeah.
I think my hat's falling again. Doing.
She is parodying herself as Zerz's Break, otherwise known as Kevin!
Kevin Renard, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm Oz.
There it goes.
Okay. Pandora Hearts came out as a manga in, I think, 2006 or 2007, one of those.
One of the two.
And it got translated over, and people have been able to have access to it. I think it's up to volume 10 in Japan.
Something like that.
And the anime came out recently, just last year. And it's really cute. The basics of Pandora Hearts are, it's a twist off Alice in Wonderland. Like, it's the 1800s, and this kid Oz is about to have his coming-of-age ceremony, and before it can, be complete, a clock in this giant cathedral place strikes, and he's sucked into this horrible place called the Abyss. The Abyss is basically, it's another dimension, but when you look at it, to me it kind of looks like hell.
I don't know, I kind of think of it as Babes in Toyland gone wrong. Sort of.
That works too. But there, in the Abyss, he runs into this chain named Alice, otherwise known as the Bloodstained Black Rabbit. And they make an illegal deal that will get them out of the Abyss back into the real world, because Alice wants to find her long-lost memory. When they get back to the real world, we find out that Oz is actually in the future, 10 years from his current time.
Time travel!
So, the rest of the adventures revolve around Oz and Alice finding her memories and finding all this weird stuff about the organization who kind of controls the Abyss called Pandora, and all the stuff that has to do with Alice and all that good stuff. But that's basically how it starts out. And what's cool is the chains, which you could say on a very loose level are Pokemon. For example, Oz has Alice, she has a human form, and then she could turn into this giant black rabbit that has a giant scythe and can kill people and all that. For another example, Break, he has the Mad Hatter, which I don't really remember the shape of it, but it does have a giant hat.
Yeah, it has a giant hat and an eye. It has one eye with a hat sitting on top of it.
Because Break has one eye.
A friend I also tried to explain the anime/manga to was kind of made the comparison that chains are a little like Persona. I don't really know how that works, but
it kind of makes sense, because Alice and Oz are the same person.
Are they?
Yes.
They are one.
With each other.
Yes. In certain people's fanfiction, yes.
Now, the reason I like this anime is because it has so much plot going on that it takes a lot to understand it, but once you do understand it, everything is so easy to follow and things like that. So it's kind of at first you're what just happened? But then after a while you're oh, okay, now that all makes sense, it connects.
I personally like it. It has music by Kajira Yuki, she is a very famous anime composer. Also, character designs. I really like the character designs. Nice outfits. What else?
Because those outfits were totally around in the 1800s.
They're pseudo-Victorian. I love pseudo-Victorian. About the plot. When I first started reading the manga, I was oh, this is kind of predictable. Meh. I will say, in the beginning, it is kind of predictable. I was able to predict what was going to happen quite often, but as it went on, it got better. Started getting less easy to follow and more, more
complicated.
Nice.
Another reason why I'm guessing both Alexia and I like it is because of Bishis!
Sorta, yeah. And they're not everything, but my favorite character, Break, who I am probably very poorly parroting right now.
Hey,
especially because I don't have hair over one eye. Oh, emo.
Oh yes, the hair is the problem, not the fact that you're a girl or anything.
Yeah, no, not at all. Jeez, I could totally pull him off. Just the hair.
Ojo-sama. Well, it does have a lot of good Bishis in there. There's like, I don't know, 9 of them. Like there's Gil, Oz, Jack, Vince, Break, I guess, Elliot, Rave, even though it's the same Raven, even though it's the same person.
Glenn.
We haven't, well, in the anime I haven't really seen his face yet.
No,
but
you have in the manga.
that's something else that's kind of bad with it. Like, I've been watching the anime and she's been reading the manga, and the anime kind of starts off the same with the manga, and then...
And as usual with most of manga to anime things, it splits.
About halfway through, it's just like, we're gonna do this instead.
I suspect that the anime started producing so fast they caught up with the manga and were like, hey, well, we need to produce more episodes, so we're gonna make our own plot. Emily, back on my shoulder.
Miles.
Yeah, Emile, that's good.
Miles.
Its name is actually Miles, so I feel really awkward right now.
You forgot to do this, though.
What the fuck is your problem? My name is Emily Trinity.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this anime?
8.5.
Same here, even though the anime is kind of... Oh, but fun fact, the very first volume of Pandora Hearts got published just this month.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're 9 behind in Japan.
My only real problems with it, I really enjoy it, but I would say it has a lot of your typical anime stereotypes. You have the protagonist who is happy on the outside, but horribly angsty and suicidal on the inside. You have the enigmatic guide person, I would say that's Break, who you don't know is evil at the beginning, and like, ooh, is he a villain or not? He's not. He's just really weird.
Your tsundere, which is Alice.
Yeah, tsundere.
You've got the gay wad, who's Gil.
It's like, Master, I love you. I want to be with you forever.
Yeah, he basically wants Oz's nuts in his mouth.
Nuts. Little boy nuts.
And then we've got the cute little Sharon, who's just adorable, doesn't really do much. She just sits there and it's like, hi.
Yeah, but in a few of the episodes and in the manga, there are a couple things where they kind of hint that she has like the what's the opposite of
Yundere?
Yeah, where she's like really happy on the outside and like nice and kind and stuff, and then she has like this mistress on the inside who's like, oh, on your knees, pig, kind of thing. I think it happened in the episode when she got drunk. And
she did get like that. I think that was just the alcohol and/or she's psycho. That's what they called back then as the red time.
On the rag.
Did we hit every nail on the head? Characters, plot, overall epicness?
I think so.
Okay. Alright, this has been the first anime review from me and
me. Hopefully I'll get less awkward. And staring at this little camera, wondering what is going on. And waiting just for it to stop so I can look it over again and be like, wow. Okay.
Bye guys!
Bye-bye!